Welcome back to another episode of the 1% Life Podcast. I'm your host, Coach JT. This information is for educational and informational purposes only and is solely a self-help tool for your own use. I'm not providing medical, psychological, fitness, or nutrition therapy. You should not use this information to diagnose or treat any health problem or illness without consulting your own medical practitioner. As always, results of any kind will vary based on each person's unique circumstances, capacity, and work ethic. Imagine for a second with me what it would be like to just move through life completely unfazed by all the chaos. All the noise, all the stress, all the drama, all the pressure, situations, all the news, and not even blink. It's not getting any easier. It's not getting less chaotic. It's not getting softer. It's not going to give you a break. Things aren't calming down. Your only option is to level up. Change your mindset, the thing you can control. Stop waiting on the 50,000 things around you to change and give you a break. The goal is not to avoid the storm. It's not stopping. The goal is to become the person that doesn't care what the weather's like. Anybody that could face adversity calmly, in control, without showing any excess, uncontrolled emotion. I was the exact opposite when I was younger. I used to wake up with such bad anxiety in the middle of the night. First thing in the morning, full-blown, hardcore, can't breathe, cold sweat. Is this a heart attack anxiety? I had nightmares. I slept horribly. I took Xanax. I'd fight off panic attacks during the day. I couldn't speak in groups. And it could be about anything. Thinking about money I needed to make, bills that were coming due in months, normal everyday crap I needed to do, lists that needed to be completed, anxious about business not doing well or doing so good that I was scared it would stop, a meeting that went bad weeks ago, fear of an upcoming meeting that it was going to go the same way. It didn't matter. I could even be having a great day and somebody say something to me that was upsetting and it would ruin my whole freaking day or my week. I had no self-confidence, I had no self-peace, and that's the way I lived. You can rewire yourself, I promise. I did it. I used to react all the time, overthink, live in fear like everybody else does. It's not me anymore. I've built a level of self-confidence and self-discipline that has absolutely transformed my entire freaking life. I don't chase drama. I don't fear tomorrow. I don't lose sleep over yesterday. If it's outside of my hands, which is 99.99% of everything in the world, it's outside of my head. You can either learn how to control your own state or stay a slave to everyone and everything around you until the day you die. Most people struggle with it. Anxiety, fear, lack of internal peace their entire lives. Think they have to try to manage it. Never occurs to them, it didn't to me when I was younger, that it's literally up to us. We control it, no one else and nothing else. That's the mistake. Thinking that things outside of our control are going to change or modify in some way that's going to affect our peace and our state of mind and allow us to feel a certain way that we want to feel. We have convinced ourselves that we're the mercy of the world around us, and you're not. How easy is it to disrupt your state of mind? Let's say that you're in a good place, you're having a good day, sun's shining, you're in the car, the radio's going, you're singing, things are happy and good and going your way. And you get a call from your boss, you turn off the radio and he tells you that the work that you spent all week doing sucks. Redo it. And then the car behind you is on your butt so close that you're scared to brake and they're flashing their lights and they're honking and screaming at you. Then you get to work and somebody laughs at you from across the room standing with some other person that you had an issue with last year. Somebody doesn't text you back fast enough. You sent somebody a heartfelt happy birthday text and they didn't text you back for 24 hours. You get a glimpse of your belly in the mirror. I'm so fat. I'm so gross. It's your first thought. How does that make you feel the rest of the night? Some people, it's as simple as your favorite team losing the football game. Or your plans get ruined because somebody else did something. Or somebody gets sick and you can't go on vacation. How many of these things can you control? Zero. Now ask yourself this question. How many of those things can you control your reactions to? 100%. There's the trick. The real enemy isn't fear or anger or stress or not knowing. It's your reaction. Fear's natural. It's okay. Anger's natural. It's okay. Stress is too. So is frustration. Every emotion. You don't have to be emotionless. You're not going to eliminate those emotions. You'd be a freaking psychopath. It's okay to feel angry or scared or frustrated. But giving in to those emotions, giving them the wheel, that's the mistake. And ultimately, that's your weakness. You're not built to be run by emotional reflexes. That's self-imposed slavery. No one else is doing that to you. It's not the world's chaos that's breaking you down. It's your reaction. You keep giving it permission to ruin your life. You can control two things in your life, your attitude and your actions. That's your fortress. Everything else, people, weather, traffic, opinions, outcomes, news, it's not yours to carry. Let it go. Stop trying to control things that you can't and never will be able to control. Most people react before they even realize what they're reacting to. Someone does something or says something and bam, knee-jerk comments, text, storming off, yelling, plotting revenge. That's how people stay emotionally broke. They spend all of their emotional energy on all this stuff around them that they can't control, nonstop. Stoic people do exactly the opposite. They choose when and how they respond very carefully and with specific intent. The strongest version of you wouldn't react. It would respond. Calm, deliberate, intentional, with control. Imagine not having the feeling of, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that, or feeling stupid for overreacting. There's a trigger, and instead of you reacting, you pause, you observe, and then you choose whether you respond or not, and how you do. Unless you do that, you're going to stay stuck in this reaction loop for the rest of your life. Every time you knee-jerk react over emotionally, you just deepen that same pathway to your brain. It just becomes your default. Then it becomes your identity. Then it's just, I'm emotional, I'm sensitive, that's just the way I am, my mom was too. Nope. You just trained yourself to be that way. It's fixable. Living in a constant state of reactivity is just slavery to the world, right? Energy is your currency. Every time you react instead of act, you pay the price. You need to protect your energy. It's freaking sacred. The moment you flinch or lash out or react, you just hand your power away. It's gone. Emotional reflexes are proof that you're not in control of your mind. Not everything deserves your reaction, and not everything is worth the price you pay for it either. Detachment is the superpower, right? And I'm not talking about apathy. I'm not talking about not caring. What I'm talking about is I care so deeply about myself, my own peace, and my own state of mind that I'm not going to get pulled into your garbage. You're not going to control how I act. You're not going to control what I say. You're not going to dictate the way that I feel. It's not about being cold, although people are going to accuse you of being that way because they just don't understand. It's about being clear, stoic, peaceful, in control. You should feel deeply, but you should also choose when and how you act, not at the whim of the world. Detachment isn't a weakness. People see it that way. It's not. It's freaking weaponized discipline. Right? Detachment means I don't need your approval. I don't need your applause. I don't need your understanding. I'm good. You have to learn to become calm in the middle of the storm. People are always going to be chaotic. Life is always going to be hectic. People will always test you. Situations are always going to arise. There's always going to be trauma and sickness and death and freaking flat tires and sick kids and hurricanes and bills, family. None of that is the enemy. It's just life. Stop explaining yourself. You don't need to be understood by everybody. Your energy always introduces you before your mouth does anyway. You can feel it when somebody enters the room with that aura. You know who they are. You don't owe anybody an explanation, especially if it's about your own self-discipline and your own decisions. People are going to question you no matter what you do anyway. The more you chase validation, the more power you give away. Right? People don't need to get it. You don't need to be understood by everybody. What they think of you is none of your business anyway. Your facial expressions, your tone, your stillness, that speaks volumes. You want to be the one that everybody looks to when things go sideways because you never do. Right? But it's going to take practice. That's what people don't want to do. They just want to decide on Monday that they're going to be, peaceful and stoic and calm, and it doesn't work out, and so Tuesday they give up. It's going to take time. You have to train your mind the same way you do your body. It's no different. Practice self-control and uncomfortable conversations. They happen all the time. Or practice silence. Sometimes that's the very best thing that you can do is just don't say anything at all. Don't let the world see your reaction to every single thing that you think. Change your circle. Eliminate the idiots around you, the things that upset you, the things that disrupt your peace, people, situations, circumstances, TV shows, whatever. Eliminate it. This doesn't change in a day. It doesn't change in 2, 3, 5. It doesn't change in a month or 2 or 3. Keep going. You have to focus on reprogramming your mind. You've been programming it for decades. And then focus on becoming the most stoic, peaceful, happy, fulfilled version of yourself that you've ever been. And you're going to do it without anything in the world changing around you. It's never going to. If the world can shake your peace, it owns you, and it will forever. I'm out. For more content, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. See you.